This player wasn't even competing a year ago, but earned 7 times and just got 4th in the Solo Victory Cup. He's going to be breaking down his thought process and strategy that help you win more games in solos.
So I'm landing at the Ritzy Rivera because you can get a lot of loot quickly and there's HOWL drops a decent amount of the time, so you have like good loot. And if you go to the vault instantly, you always have like at least some good weapons to fight or spawn, so just make sure you have a good drop for the vault when you land there. And in the beginning I already saw the forecast tower, so I know I'm just gonna go for that later and I have decent loot and mats. Someone else had like a better drop for the vault this game, so I just dropped down, got some minis, got a shotgun, and then played like, well, played annoying, that's all I can say. I just sit here for a solid time. Then he comes out, no shield, easy kill. And as you can already see I have good loot because he got the vault, and you always get like at least a mythic chest, good gold. And with the gold, like in a sec you will see I go to the vending machine. And with the gold you get from this, you basically have like the freest big pots and medkits from the vending machine as well. So you're full stack for endgame instantly.
Adding on to what Yusik said, gold is super useful to guarantee heals in finals. Vending machines sell big pots and medkits for 125 gold each. The best ways to get gold are from vaults, which give 2 to 300, killing the spot for 175, or throwing EMP grenades at vending machines, which will either drop 50, 100, or 150 gold.
And like, it's decently contested, but everyone just does their own thing. Like I barely have to fight or spawn. Now I go back, get the gold. All I have to do now is just farm mats, and then I should be fine to get forecast tower. I just want to go up to it a bit early, because normally there's someone camping on it, just like this guy is. This fight kinda like drags out, because everyone is here and it's just one big mess. This guy tries fighting me the entire time, I'm just stuck with these bolts. Just make sure I have at least sticky cards so they can't steal it. This guy tries to be annoying. I'm just playing slow, I have the time to play slow. I crack him, I have more healing than he does, because I just came out of Ritzy. He's just box fighting really slowly, I'm just going for free fires, just not giving him a chance to like hit me a lot. And then like as soon as these two kids start fighting, I just try to get the forecast thing, because I didn't want to tank too much zone, especially in the Wolf meta, even though it's only a one tick. And then they start fighting, I get forecast, I just dip.
The way Yusik sets up for the forecast tower was perfect. He got up to the tower early and times the bot spawning and makes a bunch of boxes around it, that way he can kill the bots and get the key card without taking damage from the other player. Once he has the key card, he controls the pace of the fight. The other player needs to play aggressive if he wants the card, so Yusik plays safe, trying to capitalize on any mistakes they might make. Once he has a chance to safely activate the tower, he took it and went on with the rest of his game.
At this point I'm scuffed. Like normally no one really goes for the forecast tower, especially the one like at this side of the map because it's the least contested. But this time they did, but I still got it. So from here it's just me re-farming. And I have forecast, so at this point I know like the zone is spreading all the way up right, so I'm just trying to get in a good spot early. Like with forecast I usually play edge, and then if I don't have forecast I just try to like predict where zone pulls. Like if I see the zone is putting like far into the sea, I just try to like I know the zone is gonna pull there once again. So I just try to go to that side and just try to get in a good position early. Then I just rotate like semi-early. I didn't want to be last to rotate, so I'm just waiting for other people to go. Make sure I'm like on a high layer edge zone, because I know where the second moving is gonna pull, so I'm just gonna try to get into a good position early. So if you play high layers, you have you have more scouting options, more like options for just refreshes or kills backside. It's just better to be on a high layer in the first moving, 7th zone, everything. Because I know where next moving is gonna pull, I'm just trying to make people as scuffed as possible. Like I just chopped this guy so he has less mats later. Like, I just wanna grief people without just getting cracked or anything, so you don't get griefed back. And I knew I needed a kill later because I have 0 medkits. I don't have like an Aldo shotgun or anything. So I rotate, I go up. I fall down because I just had a shit grapple, but I instantly go back up. Now I'm just chilling. I'm just looking for a possible refresh. Just trying to get in front side again. Don't make any stupid plays that can get you killed. And someone dies above me, so I just go for the loot. And it somehow got me like an auto shotgun and medkits. Guy was full stack now. I should drop my burst SMG for the bigs. Pool's far, so I don't want to go too late. If I go too late, it's like I'm just gonna rotate with everyone else. So I try to go early. I'm playing low ground. It's fine now, but I have to get up later. It's just like I'm just stopping so I don't go too much like front side. Just get clustered up with people. Just looking for like a refresh or a possible like free rotate. Then I get this. Go out the back of my box so I don't get stuck with everyone else. Grappled a bit too far, but it's fine. Still got my medkits. It's making sure no one is instantly pushing me and I have to cancel my medkit because I pop it too early. Now I'm just looking for a refresh. I just need a med refresh, and if I get a few more medkits I can just win the game. And then I see these two guys fighting, like he has to be weak because they just had a 50-50. So the first thing I do is just try to get this guy. And then I have two bodies, now I kill this guy and I'm full stack. I have all the medkits in the game, cap meds. All I have to do now is just rotate. I tank a bit of zone so I don't get pumped on the way. I go up. I'm playing a high layer because I have a lot of meds, just like I said earlier. If you have good meds, just stay high. My plan here is just to take height. And then I do take height, this gets pleased me. But I have a lot of meds. I have way more meds than this guy has. So I just play safe from height. All you have to do. Then I just keep moving edge with the zone so I can have more sight on people and they can't just grapple up on me. And all I have to do now is just sit here and shoot down, put pressure down, because I have 6 medkits. It ends up like pulling up a mountain, so like this game died out pretty quick, because it keeps like going up and down mountains. And it ends up going up again, so I just like get a higher layer, make sure I'm good enough for to be on the next mountain. And like everyone below is scuffed. This guy had 0 meds. And this kid went into zone like 30 seconds early, so at this point I'm just overbuilding, making sure he can't grapple on me. Just making a huge base to make sure I win the heal off. It got to this point because I got like a refresh at a good time, so I had game winning loot, because you have to go for the refresh just so you have the game winning loot. And then you just, if you have good enough match, you just take height, and the game is like pretty free from there.
The biggest takeaway from this game is how he gets his refreshes. There wasn't any special fighting or mechanical skill, just good awareness. He heard a fight finish right above him, and he was able to drop the loot down, which gave him the heals he needed to win the game. Then on his second refresh, he heard these players fighting, knew they had to be weak, and cleans up. These may seem like lucky refreshes, but he puts himself in positions to get refreshes like this, which he covers in his second win.
In this game, like I tried landing Ritzy again, but I kinda just scuffed my drop, and I was scouting for a different spot because there's a lot of people flying to it, and I just don't want to risk it. So I scout, and I just see this building is uncontested, and I know there's like a lot of loot. When you're landing somewhere and it's getting taken, just always make sure you have like a backup plan. Ideally, going like into mid game, I wanna have like a good auto shotgun or just an auto shotgun, a grapple, like 3 bigs, 3 medkits if I don't have a medallion, and then like just get rid like an AR, or especially like the burst SMG with the laser, it's like pretty good now. So you wanna just get rid of that, and then in end game I always go for a refresh so I can get the other medkits and get the loot I need to win the game. Tried going for the forecast tower again, but there's just this one kid, and yeah, I just didn't really want to fight for it. And I'm just once again rotating into that side, because like you can see a lot of water is on this side of the map, so it's gonna pull up to the left or like mid left again, just because it pulled there like really far in the first game, or in the first zone. Trying to get cap. Now I just sit in the bush on edge. Just rotate instantly. Get pulled far left again, so like you don't have to do anything, you just have to stay on the left side because it pulled there once. Just waiting for this guy, walk by, try to fight him, he made like a bunch of boxes, so I just gave it up, got my cash. It pulled far left again, like really far left, so it's gonna pull there again. So I just stay in the water, like there's no need to take any risks at this point. So I just sit in the cone here, didn't have to do anything. It pulled up to the left again. At this point, like, I didn't want to go into Ritzy because it's risky, but next zone is gonna be half-half, so it's impossible to pull on this side of the map. So it's gonna pull either bottom mid or bottom right, so I had to like box in one of those spots, but I just didn't want to risk going into Ritzy, and I thought this would be that side, but there's like a lot of kids boxing next to me for some reason. As you can see, it's gonna pull like down to the middle towards Ritzy again.
U6 is able to predict where his zones pull because of a strategy made popular by Destiny Jesus where you could predict zones based off of the previous one. For these zones, a good amount of it pulls into the water, which tells you that the next zones will do the same. U6 does a good job of realizing that 6 zone starts with half of it in storm, which is why he said it's impossible for it to pull top left again because he can't pull that far into only water, letting him know that it has to pull down.
I try swimming, this guy rotates, so I'm just rotating as well. I just went for an instant rotate, because like, it's the smartest thing to do. Get into a good spot early so you don't get health. Just make sure you have a plan before you rotate so you don't run into people. Now everyone rotates, so I use my grapples, I get stuck on this wall. I just box up, wait for my grapple to recharge, and then I go again. Trying to get into that side, as you can see, like I marked on the map. Go up here, I grapple like high on everything so I get more distance, and then I just box up in a safe place. Don't have to do anything now, like just don't play aggressive, just scouting, rotates, knowing where I can and can't go. Probably go out of the right, yeah. Grapple high again so I have distance and like know where I can land when I like up in the air. Because if you grapple high you have more time to think about where you wanna land. I'm just looking back for something now. Again, just trying to grief people from like a pretty safe spot, because these kids from backside aren't gonna shoot me, they have to rotate themselves. So now I just sit here, I don't do anything again, just saving my mats and ammo and just playing safe. Don't have to take risks. Once again, I don't want to go too late, but you don't want to go too early, because then everyone is gonna shoot at you. So I'm just waiting for someone else to rotate. And then I grapple high again, see where I wanna land, checking if these are my old builds. They're not, so I just drop down. Go into these guys, like old builds. Didn't want to go out the front here, because it's like really tight and congested. Try to grapple up again, doesn't work. So I do it again, go front side, get myself up a few layers so I have a better spot again. And I just play safe again. Again, going up layers, because you can see it pulls like up a mountain, so I just wanted to like, get up early. And I still have good mats. If you have good mats, just stay high. Because a lot of kids will be going around low ground trying to get a refresh. Basically just AFK, it pulls up. So it goes back down the mountain instead of up. Once again, trying to grapple high. Get a good landing spot. Make sure I'm connected. Now I'm just looking back again, trying to grief people. Make sure you don't aggro. I was about to go for him, but he's on backside. That's that wrong earlier. Once again, just grapple high, go front side, sticking to the left side of zone, because it's not that congested if you choose like a side of moving zones. You don't want to go down the section. I know this guy's gonna rotate, trying to get a refresh. Now it goes up the mountain, so I'd probably stay congested here. Or probably stay high up here. Just trying to see how people react, because I have time. Once again, just grapple high, this kid bumps me in the back. Didn't want him next to me, so I just pressured him out. I'm only on 40 HP because I don't have picks this game. grapple high again, because I still have decent mats, and then this kid bombs me. Could have popped the med kit, but I probably don't, since you just want to save them for heal. This kid just really wanted to annoy me. I'd probably use a medkit now, since I have to go for a refresh, so I just get in and use a use a medkit. Shouldn't have grappled there. Now I'm just looking for a refresh. Like if I see someone fight, I'm going for it. Going into all builds again. You can easily get a refresh from this. Like I'm positioning myself on low ground so I can get a refresh possibly. And then this loot just falls in my box. That's because I'm on low ground and it's going up a mountain, loot is gonna fall down. Then someone is on my wall, I kill him. And now I have really good mats, so I just go up. There's only 30 seconds left, and I know I can just keep building until I can keep making boxes until it's like at the end of zone, so I can basically just play this out for heal. There's only 4 people left, so heal shouldn't be the biggest concern. One guy already dropped back at this point. I'm just trying to stay in as long as possible. And now it's just chapter 5. Just keep popping medkits and pray. Didn't take a lot of storm damage, so storm sickness shouldn't be a bad thing for me now. This guy above me started running out. Other kid went back way too early. This guy has nothing, he starts walking around. I still have 2 medkits, he starts grappling, and I win the game because I took a low amount of storm damage and just had game winning loot because I went to low ground and got the refreshes I needed.
There's a lot of good takeaways from this game, but the one I want to highlight is being patient for a refresh. There's multiple times where he cracks a player's shield but doesn't commit to fighting because it will put him in a risky position, and he still has enough materials to look for something else. Once he gets to 35 builds, he knows that he needs to get a refresh soon, so he positions himself on frontside low and was able to pick up a kill that ultimately wins him the game. If you made it to the end of the video, be sure to like and subscribe and follow U6. I put all of his socials in the description. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys later.